Flashback.
We asked 100 married women. Some days I'd be willing to trade my man for a really good what?
Pool boy.
A good what?
I'm sorry.
What did you just say? No.
I was just playing.
Right here.
I was just playing.
Yeah, but what did you say, though? Trade me in for no damn pool boy. Pool boy.
End of flashback.
Nah, Playboy. Family Feud was wildin'. So apparently this episode aired around 6 years ago, and it seemed to have turned around perfectly in today's rumors that's going on with Steve Harvey and his alleged wife right now.
Marjorie Harvey is having an affair with Stevie's longtime bodyguard, William Big Boom Freeman.
Pool boy.
A good what? What come out your mouth is what's gonna come back to you. It's the law of attraction.
Apparently the dude that Marjorie was dealing with was an ex-kingpin, and he actually ended up going to prison and whatnot as well. It's actually kind of funny because Queenpin over here been pushing some stuff under the table.
That's not his wife. Marjorie is our wife too. Marjorie Harvey is my wife too. Well, I ain't got enough money to get her, but you guys get what I'm saying. 99.999% of women are just like Marjorie Harvey. Sneaky, deceptive, and fucking scandalous. Why? Because women are only loyal to themselves. Women are only loyal to their feelings. Women don't care about no relationship. They don't give a fuck about no marriage. If they feelings tell them to fuck somebody else, guess what they gonna do? That, exactly.
Allegedly. I ain't gonna sit and say that's 100% for all of the women here, especially in westernized culture, but
she belongs to the street.
So you mean to tell me that Simp Harvey himself can't be saved by these doggone thoughts out here in the streets talking about act like a lady, think like a man? He pandered the hell out of y'all, and guess what? The pool boy is still coming for your wife, Marjorie.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So I love my man, but what you mean, but?
It looked like his wife and even his stepdaughter be taking all of the pages out of his book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman, right? This is coming to the guy who had a whole lot to say about men bringing stuff to the table like this.
See, these dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
This is the guy, this is your king right here. And if he's getting cheated on, allegedly, what hope do you think you have? Well, if a woman can make another me, I guess she's asexual, because as a man, we bring the seed of life that actually creates life itself. That means that the woman that's inside there is really the incubator for about 9 months before the child actually get here. So the seed of life actually comes from a man, not a woman. So I don't understand that. She didn't make, we made. And if anybody want to sit here and challenge me on this, then guess what? Here's another part of this argument. Can women not freeze their eggs now? That's it. Like, that's really what's actually happening here. So if you actually go and do a surrogate, you take the eggs out. When sperm actually goes to the egg, guess what? It creates the life. So you mean to tell me that the surrogate is actually the thing that created?
Yes, science!
I think what happened to me and Marjorie was we got together at a point in our life where we had both failed at this miserably. And it just wasn't. Failure wasn't an option anymore.
Many people do not really know Steve Harvey's family situation. I mean, the man is undeniably very popular at what he does, but many people still find it surprising whenever they hear stories about his personal life, especially the part where it concerns his family. And even though his wife is often displaying that picture-perfect life that they have online, she was recently exposed, and things are not looking good. Marjorie Harvey is now in the spotlight because of the book that her ex-husband wrote. There were some details talking about her which is causing family conflict. Many people thought that keeping together that kind of relationship is impossible without any drama. That is very correct. Because even if Steve looks like a man who brings the fun on whatever occasion, it was still hard for him to build an equally good relationship with all of his children. And oh boy, this book that I have mentioned sparked rumors that Marjorie is not as faithful as she seems.
And she never tried to stop you from putting this out.
So apparently Marjorie's ex-husband, Jimmy Townsend, actually had a few things to say about her. She ended up finding Steve, got with him, and maybe she had a little bit of a track record that was going on, by the way, because again, she's not yours. It's just your turn. He came out, he actually went on Natasha K's show and actually exposed this new book that he wrote, Snakes in the Garden. He exposes more about who Marjorie is as a person and all of the stuff that he experienced, even with his own children. And they coming up to him trying to be like, hey, we would like to change our name. Dad, I love you. I love X, Y, and Z. But I would love to actually be able to change our last name to Harvey instead of having yours.
Man, I can't even, I'm shaking so bad and sweating. Anyway, I opened it and it's a letter from a lawyer in Miami telling me that Jason want to have his name changed to Harvey. Now get this, me and Jason, we talking almost at least twice or 2-3 times a month. All the time I was in prison, we talking, you know what I'm saying? With that father and son bond and within prison. So he never told me nothing that he had a thought about having his name changed. What the heck is this? All this is about? And then I said, well, Jason was 17 then, and by I think it was about 7 or 8 months.
He was gonna be 18?
He was gonna be 18. He wouldn't need me.
What was the point? Yeah.
You tell me. Because when I called Jason that evening, I said, Jason, what's up with this, man? You want me to sign my parental rights over as a father so you can have your name changed. Well, Jason, don't put me in that predicament. 7 or 8 months, you're gonna be 18. You can change it. You don't need my consent. Well, Dad, ain't nothing gonna change us. Being abusive to my kids, no. But still, it was a hurt and a pain. I told you that I put a Band-Aid on that hurt that was within me.
Let me go ahead and just stop it right there, because some of the things that this OG is talking about, despite or whatever past that he had, is the type of hurt that he was feeling, especially with his children. And he talks about how he believed it was his ex-wife's doing just to get his son's last name changed, especially, he had about like 7-8 months left before he can do it legally himself. Another instance, Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is not Steve Harvey's biological daughter. Why do you think they trying to sit here and change their last name up to Harvey? They are trying to make sure they're using this legacy and getting away from this guy. This is what they're going to do, because Steve is about to learn at some point that maybe she was never his. It was just his turn. With that being said, let's see what some of the people actually said in the comments. We got Joe Shades over here saying that if Mr. Romantic has been cheated on, then who am I? Facts, facts, big facts. Rayford says, so if anyone who is shocked, raise your hand. Nobody? Apparently nobody was actually shocked about some of this stuff. Tinky65 says he should have read his own book. They both knew what they were getting into. Another thing that Jimmy Townsend has said, which is Marjorie's ex-wife, which you could check out that full interview on Natasha K's channel. This guy actually brought up a really good point, stating that there was nobody he could actually talk to, and men feel like that all of the time. That's why these platforms are coming up there. That's why things are actually existing, even though it's getting hammered down. And then there's some bad actors, or maybe a lot of bad actors, but there are certain places that people should be able to vent and actually come to and figure out how to actually deal with situations like this. Apparently Steve Harvey couldn't see any of this stuff because maybe he was being used the whole entire time and never even knew it.
So what'd you do with yourself? Like, what'd you do for a living?
I use men.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
You use men?
Yeah.
You use... So what, you selling your body? What do you mean?
No, I don't sell, honey.
Stop fucking lying.
I just have, in my bio on Instagram, I have my PayPal.
Your PayPal? Okay, what is your PayPal?
And my PayPal is Carmela Pretty.
Carmela Pretty.
Carmen Houston, people remember the name.
Why did they send you money though? What'd you do?
I don't do anything.
There's some sugar daddies out there and they just gonna sit here and send some money. Sure, all right, cool. Yo, I need to go ahead and put up a PayPal or anything like that and see if any sugar mama's gonna go ahead and take care of me. Yo, it's right there. It's right there. You ain't do nothing.
I need to look at your Instagram. I need to look at your Instagram. I need to look at it.
Get it out.
I need to get it out. Let me see the Instagram. Yo. Man, I need to get your Instagram, boy, because, boy, I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness, boy. Beyonce, the baddest in the UK, yo. Only 3,000 followers, though, bro. The baddest got to have more than 3,000, though. But why do you...
I've got the shmoney, that's all that matters.
The shmoney, okay.
The clout will come.
The PayPal really is in there, you know, mad thing.
Yeah, the PayPal is there. What, you think I'm lying?
Ah! Face motherfucker, I'll knock your teeth out. I got my heat out.
If you want smoke, ain't nothing we got.
Nothing.
See you with that red
Flag on with that beam out. Punch you in your face, motherfucker, I'll knock your teeth out.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
What's your craziest story?
Poof. Once I fuck in a cinema.
In a cinema?
Cinema.
How did you do that?
I mean, you take your pants off and you
Hey, also right about now, I'm in this weird headspace when it comes down to the content on this channel because I really do want to be able to help out men and actually give out a lot of scenarios and even my previous experiences on these type of topics as well. Hey, y'all be sure to let me know what y'all think about Marjorie and this type of topic and what's going on with Steve Harvey. Did he have this coming? Was this always there all along and he just never see these red flags? Please, I'd love to hear it right down below. And then until next time.